today. How Southern Albertans are enjoying the dog days of summer in September. Plus, 3 St. Therese Villa staff are suspended, what their union is saying. And music lovers gather for the love of records.
CTV News with Jackie Scantlebury.
Good afternoon. Southern Albertans are continuing to enjoy all the sun and great temperatures, especially at one of Lethbridge's summer hotspots. The Spray Park in Galt Gardens has attracted many families this summer looking to cool off and beat the heat, and it will continue to stay open this weekend due to the unseasonably warm temperatures. Normally the park closes at the end of August, but since it's been so nice, the city says they are more than happy to keep the park open for the public to enjoy.
The decision was based on the really unseasonably warm temperatures that we've had near the end of the summer here. We were pleased to be able to provide that extra time at the spray parks. We know they're very well used throughout the summer. Earlier in the summer wasn't great weather, but in late August and September here, the weather has been fantastic.
The spray park, though, will close for the season on Monday the 16th. Now, with temperatures consistently running around 10 degrees above normals for this year, it's maybe no surprise that a fire ban has been put in effect for Lethbridge's River Valley. No open fires are allowed, but you can still use most fire pits and stoves at the picnic shelters. Dory, we are in for one great weekend.
Yeah, and just we heard in the news clip there, it really does make up for the July weather that, was less than stellar, shall we say, to be kind. And these numbers and these conditions, of course, everyone's going to be out enjoying the weekend this weekend. Warm temperatures coming up, and I'll have all the details in a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Dory. 3 staff members of a Lethbridge care facility have been suspended in connection to allegations mice were discovered nibbling the face of a 98-year-old dementia patient. And the staff members union wants to know why. St. Therese Villa made national news this week because of the reported mice incident. The company that runs the facility, Covenant Health, says their own internal investigation didn't find any evidence the allegations are true. It claims the lesions on the woman's face were from a viral condition. But Friends Medicare, who dropped the bombshell allegations, maintain that its reports are credible. The staff members union, the Alberta Union of Provincial Employees, said the workers will remain suspended while Covenant Health continues its investigation.
Well, I can confirm that 3 employees were suspended with pay at St. Therese Villa. These suspensions were ordered while an investigation into the allegations of the mice incident is conducted. And AUPE will represent these members throughout the process.
Now, the province is also conducting 2 investigations into the allegations as well. A Medicine Hat man who admitted to murdering a 2-year-old boy has been sentenced to life in prison with no chance of parole for 18 years. TJ Heller was originally charged with first-degree murder, sexual assault, sexual interference, and interfering with human remains in the toddler's death. However, Heller pled guilty to the lesser charge of second-degree murder. The other charges were stayed. Heller was charged after a 2-year-old boy was found critically injured in a Medicine Hat home in June of 2011. The little boy was rushed to hospital, but he died later that day. And Calgary police are warning the public about a high-risk offender with ties from the Lethbridge region who has just been released from jail. Leon Martin Joseph Palamonand served 2.5 years for various sexual offenses against young girls. They were committed throughout Alberta, including in Lethbridge and Medicine Hat, as well as Calgary, and in the provinces of Saskatchewan and Ontario. He will be monitored, but police are releasing this information for the public's safety. 2 men are facing charges after another man was stabbed several times with a knife and then repeatedly beaten with a metal pipe in Lethbridge. Police have laid charges against 2 people after the man was stabbed this week. Officers have arrested and charged Coben Steele and Justice Steele with aggravated assault, assault with a weapon, and possession of a dangerous weapon. Meanwhile, police are asking for help after a man tried to break into the Scotia Bank this morning in Cranbrook. RCMP say the suspect pried his way into the back door, but ran away after seeing there were actually staff inside the bank. The suspect is described as being in his mid-20s. He was fit-looking, wearing jeans and a black hoodie. He appeared to have two black eyes. Now, if you have any information, you're urged to contact either Cranbrook RCMP or Crime Stoppers. Improving relationships with Aboriginal communities. That's what the city of Lethbridge and other municipalities across Alberta say they're trying to do.
Respect the law of those tribes that were already there.
During a workshop held today at City Hall, guest speakers shared their perspectives about Aboriginal culture. The purpose? To create awareness about discrimination and why it happens. Drawing from his experiences on the bench, retired Calgary Judge John Riley says racism stems from a lack of understanding of each other's cultures.
In my experience as a judge, I came to see that just punishing crime doesn't do a lot to reduce it, that dealing with the underlying causes does a lot more.
It started so many years ago with people not understanding that you had to solve the problem, and instead of doing that, they, had these prejudices and these racism thoughts.
A University of Lethbridge alumni is coming back home to spread his message about bullying. Manwar Khan witnessed an assault in Edmonton December 28th of last year. He tried to stop the attack, but after asking bystanders to help, no one came to his aid. The victim later died in hospital. Now Khan is taking his message around Alberta to encourage others who are bystanding to stand up to bullying. He says bullying isn't just affecting kids.
In our school year, we have bullying now, and it's even more stressful that it's continuing among adults in our environments at work. And I think this is the time now we need to speak up for others and silent.
The event is open to the public. It'll be held in the lobby area of the First Choice Savings Building tomorrow at 1:30. He has been called the founding father of behavioral neuroscience, and now a University of Lethbridge researcher has been given a very prestigious award. Dr. Brian Kolb has been chosen to receive the Confederation of Alberta Faculty Association's Distinguished Academic Award. It is the provincial organization representing academic staff at the universities of Alberta, Calgary, and Lethbridge, as well as Athabasca. Dr. Kolb's research focuses on how neurons in the cerebral cortex change in response to experiences, drugs, hormones, and injury, and how these changes influence behavior. His work has fueled new treatments to helping victims of stroke, Alzheimer's, drug abuse, and even head injuries. Well, a local radio station is bringing in some heavy hitters to perform in Galt Gardens. Love and Records is putting on by the University of Lethbridge's 88.3 CKXU. The third annual event will take 18 artists from around Western Canada showing their stuff and spreading their love of music. This year, the event will be bringing in Juno-nominated 5 Alarm Funk as well as a Lethbridge Girls Rock Camp Band. Organizers say this year will be the best Love and Records to date.
Finally got some grant funding behind us, so we're able to bring in some bigger artists. And why is it important? Because music is the one thing that ties all of us together. It's a common thread that I think we can all sort of agree on. Maybe different tempos, different rhythms, harmonies that might separate us, but it still brings us together ultimately.
Things get rocking at 11 a.m. Galt Gardens for those who just want to keep on rocking. After parties will be held at the Slice and Owl starting at 9. Local ballerinas will have an opportunity to be part of a historic dance production coming to the NMAX Center. This Sunday, auditions will be held for Moscow's ballet performance of The Nutcracker. The production company is looking for 60 dancers between the ages of 6 to 16. Those children will fill roles such as party children, mice, snowflakes, angels, and more. The auditions are open to anyone, but it's recommended that dancers have at least 1 year's experience. Excitement around the dance community is growing.
Because a lot of them have, of course, seen The Nutcracker. A lot of them go to Calgary. The Alberta Ballet puts it on annually every year. I've seen it by numerous companies over the years, and now is their opportunity to actually be in it. And of course, the parents are super stoked to have their child a part of it.
The open auditions will be held this Sunday at Joy's Dance Factory, 2:30 in the afternoon. The performance will run November the 21st at the NMAX Center. It's Friday the 13th, a day some consider to be very unlucky. So would you board a flight 666 to HEL today? Finnair flight AY666 is flying from Copenhagen to Helsinki, which has the 3 letters designation of HEL, but passengers don't seem to be too bothered. The flight's almost full. Friday the 13th is considered bad luck in many countries, and the number 666 also has negative biblical associations. Some airliners take these fears seriously, though, and they don't have a seat row 13 on board. However, the negative connotations of Friday the 13th are a relatively new phenomenon for Northern Europeans, and Finnair has kept their row 13. Time now for a look at how the markets wrapped up the week, and then Dory's going to tell us what we can expect for the weekend.